welcome back. As I promised, for the next 15 to 20 minutes, we're talking about Nairobi Restaurant Week. And I have a gentleman right here with me whose job encompasses eating. How jealous am I? So Fred Patrick Muithiga, he's the marketing manager for Eat Out Kenya. Fred, thank you so much for making time this morning.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, how jealous am I? You get to eat. It's part of your job.
Yes, we have to do it all day, every day. It's so that you can know where to go and have your next meal.
Oh, wow. Is that the excuse you're going to give us?
Yes, we're your lab rats.
And you have no problem with that?
No, I don't.
Are you guys hiring?
We'll talk.
We'll talk after this.
Just email me your CV.
I will do so. All right, so Nairobi Restaurant Week is a big deal in Nairobi. It's been happening for what, about 4 years now?
This is its 5th year.
It's 5th year.
Yeah.
I have personally been going for about now 3 years now. I'm excited about this time round, but what makes this time round any different?
Wow, I think this year is a lot different than last year. We certainly have more restaurants participating. We're up to 70 now, over 70 restaurants across the city. And now with our new app, users can get to claim complimentary drinks at certain restaurants and get further discounts on their meals. And yeah, it's a better experience this time all around.
Right?
Yeah.
And what many people might not know is that we have Nairobi Restaurant Week, but we have Cape Town, Hong Kong, New York.
Yes.
So we are participating on this even on a global platform.
Yes, it is from a global front. It's been happening, I think the first Restaurant Week happened in New York in 1992. So it just spread across the world, and now here we are in Nairobi.
And it caught fire in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Does that mean, first of all, this is the problem that I have with Eat Out Kenya on Nairobi Restaurant Week. You decide to put it in January.
What's the problem with that?
Excuse me, in January, Fred?
No, but look at it this way.
Okay.
It's January.
Exactly.
No one likes January. But the fact that at the end of January, you get, first of all, you get paid. And there are restaurants offering 2-course meals and 3-course meals at a discount.
Okay.
And then we're throwing a complimentary drink and an extra discount on top of that. This is practically the best January ever.
Oh, since Nairobi Restaurant Week started. So now you're saying you have about 70 restaurants participating this time around. I think last year you had about 50?
We had over 50.
Over 50.
Yeah.
How are the restaurants, how did they first respond to Nairobi Restaurant Week when you guys went to them and told them, hey, you guys have to give your food for a discount? How did they respond then, and how are they responding now that it has even caught fire?
So with the previous years, and I know you had asked me before, what's different? With the last few years, we had just set price points. Now this year, we've made it a lot more accommodating for the restaurants. So they've been allowed to play around with their menus a bit more. So for now, for example, we have lunch menus starting at 1,000 shillings, going all the way to 2,000 shillings. And we have dinner menus starting from 2,000 shillings, going all the way to 3,000 shillings.
Is there breakfast? Come to think about it, I've never had breakfast with Nairobi Restaurant Week.
I always
land on lunch. Why is there no breakfast, Fred?
We shall figure it out.
Yes.
Yes.
Take
I
notes.
think we should
Tell
probably
Michelle.
have a Nairobi Breakfast Festival.
Please. All right. Also, let's talk about other counties. I'm sure others are like, okay, so why isn't this one in Mombasa, in Kisumu, in Eldoret? Mombasa is big on tourism. Mombasa is big also with hot places, also given the fact that it's quite a big destination with our Swahili influence there. So when is Eat Out going to take Nairobi Restaurant Week to Mombasa Restaurant Week, Kisumu Restaurant Week? So, you know, we start involving the other regions.
Well, we have in the past had Mombasa, for example, Pizza Festival. Now, with Restaurant Week, it's a little bit complicated with the mechanisms. And it's for us now just trying to perfect Nairobi and make sure Nairobi is safe before we expand to other counties.
When you say Nairobi is safe, what do you mean? Because, you know, recently mugging has been happening. I don't want to jump to conclusions.
No, we're talking about the entire dining experience. You know, we don't want to market and tell people that, oh, you'll have an amazing experience, and then you go to a restaurant, and then you turn back to us and tell us, oh, I didn't quite enjoy my time there. So we want to make sure that this year, everyone has an amazing experience wherever they go, regardless of the price point or the restaurant. We just want everyone to feel like, wow, this year was amazing. Fantastic. And then once we have that, who knows? I
mean, I envy your career and what sort of job you get to do and being a lab rat for food. But what is the downside of this, of us maybe as a country having to host Nairobi Restaurant Week, or even more so the challenges that Eat Out Kenya has to face?
The downside, I don't know if there's a down. I think it's, one I would say is that people are, you get used to a certain a routine. You get used to going to the same restaurant. So people have gotten used to that. They don't want to explore and try out different places. And the challenge is getting people to go and try new spots all the time.
Yeah. Spending habits in Kenyans are low?
No, they aren't.
Yeah. Because we like our food.
People do like the food. People like to experiment. People like to try new cuisines, new restaurants. I think it's more so just that push that people need to get. Yeah.
Talk to me about this new app that you mentioned earlier.
Yes. So
why do Kenyans need to get it? Because I can simply go onto your website, or I can decide, I've never gone to Mambo Italia. No, I think I'll give it a try. So why do I need to get this new app?
So our new app is amazing. If you're a foodie, if you love to eat, you definitely need this app on your phone. You need to be checking it every single day. Especially during Nairobi Restaurant Week, you get to view all the restaurants that are participating.
Right.
And once you select what restaurant you want to visit, you can check their menu. And then on top of that, it's the easiest thing. Claim your complimentary discount, claim your complimentary drink, and that all happens through the app. You can do that on our website.
Okay, you're making it very tempting because there's complimentary drinks and it's already at a discount price.
Yes. Do you have our app?
I will get it.
You should.
I will get it, Fred.
You should.
But what will the app do for me even after Nairobi Restaurant Week?
So it doesn't stop there. We have offers coming up for Valentine's, offers coming up for Chinese New Year. We have offers coming up for St. Patrick's. So it's every single week we'll have something new for people who love to eat.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Eat Out Kenya also behind Pizza Week and Burger, if I'm not wrong?
Yes, those are.
So when are those ones happening?
So those are happening a lot later in the year. We have probably in March or April, and then later in September. So March, April, probably have Burger Festival, and then September, Nairobi Pizza Festival. But it could all change. We could also throw in a few new festivals this year, so just keep an eye out for it.
Wait, no,
Yes.
no. You cannot come on Weekend Express and say you're going to throw in new festivals without telling us, because I'm getting really excited. Because I'm here trying to think, okay, we've had Nairobi Restaurant Week, Burger Week is going to come up, pizza is going to come up. Are we going to see pasta, lasagna?
I don't know, but...
Actually, you don't know. No, Fred, you do know.
I will keep it under wraps for now.
No.
It's all about that anticipation. It's all about that anticipation. But we will have definitely a brunch event. So that covers breakfast.
That does cover breakfast.
Yes.
Okay, brunch event. So we need to keep an eye on that.
Yes.
And you will share all the dates with us
Yes, we
on
shall.
the app. All right, so very quickly, we have been asking our online team, or rather our online viewers especially, if they were to enjoy a meal with anyone in January, who would it be? And we've gotten over 400 responses. And let me tell you something, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just put Fred here in the spotlight. Fred said that they would give us tickets. And they have given us tickets. 2 tickets is what Fred has given us. Fred, please explain yourself to Kenyans why you have given us 2 tickets, and I have over 400 responses online alone.
Anticipation and just that spirit of, it's a competitive spirit.
Right.
Yeah.
So Fred has my phone. Fred is the one who's going to pick out the winners. So if you're not picked, please do not come after me. It was all Fred. But even as Fred is going to do that really quickly, Fred, I have to ask you, because you're in a very unique industry in its own.
Yes.
Do you think that Nairobi Restaurant Week will play a very big mark in terms of also encourage local tourism, for example?
Yes,
even,
yes, it shall.
Even on an international basis, because we just come from December, the whole festive season, and like you said, you've already been paid because you people strategically put it at the end of January. Do you think it will have an impact in encouraging Kenyans to, be a bit more spending, especially on local cuisines and
Yes.
supporting local brands, etc.?
Yes, I do think it will have a role, and especially like when you bring in the point where if we get to tie in other counties, it'll definitely attract more people to try out different cuisines at different places, because what you'll have in Nairobi is not necessarily what you'll have in Mombasa, for example. So what we're trying to do is just get even people who are outside of Nairobi just to come to Nairobi and be like, oh, wow, there's this thing that's happening. I'm in town for this day. Let me go and have lunch at this place.
Right.
So it's improving local tourism, and those foreigners who are in the country and they're looking, oh, wow, thinking I need to go out somewhere to eat. Where can I check? This is a perfect time for them.
I want to believe that young people are your target audience, and we are the biggest spenders.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes, it is.
Also, from maybe your experience and maybe research, what else can you tell us? Is the older population also interested in this? Our parents? I know the younger people must be the biggest spending people when it comes to Nairobi Restaurant Week. What more can you tell us on that?
Well, it is interesting who spends on a restaurant meal. Well, when you visit any restaurant, you'll easily notice there's a young couple and there's a family at the corner. And one or few times you do notice a few elderly people. So it's a broad spectrum. People love to eat no matter what age they are. As long as you can afford it and you love food at the end of the day, then you will make it work this restaurant week.
Okay, so very quickly, what we will do is that I will let Fred really go through your replies and your, all your feedback, and he will give us a winner at the end of the show. But
Yes,
before, right, you already have someone?
I'm looking through.
Okay.
It's very tough.
Please take your time because Kenyans are watching. I'll let Fred do that, and he will join us at the end of the show to sort of give us a winner. But before I let Fred go, I have to ask him one thing because he said that he does one of the most jobs that I envy. What has got to be your favorite meal that you think Kenyans should try that is not very common? Don't tell me nyama choma. I will not do nyama choma on Nairobi Restaurant Week, Fred.
Why not?
No. So you better tell me, what are some of your favorite delicacies?
Wow, that is a very tough question because there's so much to eat. But
give me at least top 4.
Top four. Wow. Can I say top 4 restaurants I would go to?
No problem.
Okay, so this year we have new restaurants, we have new cuisines. One of my favorite ones, and I'm looking forward to try it the most, is Mexican. And we have Fonda and Mercado participating. So if you've never done Mexican before, you should look out for that. If you want to try somewhere where you probably want to take your significant other out on a special date, we have About Time. They have amazing continental menus, and they have a sticky toffee dessert that's to die for. So you have to try that.
You're giving me stress. Number 3?
Number 3, Japanese.
Really?
When was the last time you've had sushi? Have you had sushi before?
Sushi, no, because I hear it's an acquired taste, and I like my food cooked, not raw.
It's actually quite good when you try it. It is. Go and try it. It's Nairobi Restaurant Week.
Okay, good point. So Japanese, Mexican, and what is the other one?
Continental.
Continental, the last one, before I let you go.
Now, if it was a casual day, lunch, and I'm not feeling like I need to entertain people, I just want to spoil myself and eat, I definitely go to 360 Degrees Pizza.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are some of the comments Fred has just shared with us. Places to check out. I don't know how I feel about the sushi, but we'll see. We're going to take a quick break. Fred is going to go through all your comments on social media because we've been asking you more specifically on Twitter, who would you go with for Nairobi Restaurant Week? We've given you a tough choice to go after. Your mom, your dad, your better half. I'd have put myself there. I really was tempted. But I will not, because who wants to eat alone? So we're giving out 2 tickets and you get to go with someone. And Fred will come back with someone he has chosen. Note again, Fred, not me, all right? When we come back, it's all much